Hey, Aboroboy, this is Alua Fakola Day. Thank you for joining us. We want to begin our Ile Juba Ifa Temple service. Once again, we thank you for tapping in with us this Sunday morning at Cairo, at Cabo. We welcome all the folks on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Also, we ask you all, please, 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 um, I want you all to, if you can, like and share, like and share. And what we will do is we will begin shortly with prayer. All right. Mojuba Oloru, Mojuba Leda, Mojuba Olodumare, Mojuba Bobo Rumale, Mojuba Bobo Imale, Mojuba Bobo Tembili Solodomare, Mojuba Miss Mother de Lucia Dainsman, Mojuba Darth Hall, Mojuba Basement, Senior Mojuba Fidenos, Mojuba Cliffordins, Watkins, Mojuba Dolly, Mojuba Zion, Mojuba Naga, Mojuba Cookins, Mojuba Cookwakas, Mojuba Jenny, Mojuba Kitty Bradley, Mojuba Skip Bradley, Mojuba James Ovis, Mojuba Benino Chino, Wonville Mill, No Block Adenas, Agustinville Mill, Mojuba to all of my ancestors. We call on the Holy Odu, Jobe. He who hears people's pleas and separate pleas. He who hears people's pleas and the fruit of pleas. He talks to people and sugar to talk is completely absorbed. He hears people's pleas and separate pleas and name Rifa. He hears people's pleas and fruit pleas and name Shodar. He talks to people and sugar talk is completely absorbed. His name Rishana. Or Rishana, the person knows when beings. Person knows when canal felt in person. Strike frogs and some rainfall. Bullfrogs and some downpour. It is whatever that carriage upon true tells us or authentic accepts. Whatever the big rat tells us or authentic accepts. All what I tell you, if I please accept them and approve them. Alterete, to show gratitude upon gratitude, Zava gratitude, to display benevolence upon benevolence, is the alpha benevolence. Whoever sent your gratitude for yesterday's benevolence, such a person I see today's gratuity. These are decorations C5 to the 401 in Romalat, we're going to marry your boy, out of Rishibuji. These also decorations C5 to Orumila, we're going to marry your boy, out of Rishibuji. I'm grateful I see my gratuity. I'm grateful yesterday's favor. I see today's gratuity. Oturete, we are very grateful. I share this file. We thank you. Awa dupe, awa bure, awa dupe, awa bure. Adupe anau, awo bure tunimbo olodumare. Awa dupe, awa bure. Awa dupe awa bure. Adupe anau. Awubure tunebo oriani. Awa dupe, awa bure. Awa dupe awa bure. Adupe anahu awubure tunebo erumule. Awa dupe, awa bure. Awa dupe awa bure. Adupe anau awupure tunebo legun orisha. Olodumare, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. Ifa, we call on the Holy Odu Eroso Tutu. Pounded yam without soup can be very difficult to consume. These were the decorations of Ifa Tutu, the child of Agbaneregum. He was full of bad characters, bad attitude have prevented him from entering Ifa's domain. Now comes to Swiss on behalf of Tutu. We come to beg on behalf of Tutu. How many children does Ifa have that he will cast one out? Those who beg on behalf of the Tutu. Ifa, please forgive us. Irumole, please forgive us. Olodumare, please forgive us. Ifa, we call on the Holy Odu Obelara. Ifa, we ask, please ward off death, ward off sickness, ward off cases, controversy, ward off fights, ward off litigation, losses, and outright fights from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, all the good things of life. We call on the Odu Obelara. Romula says time to sleep. I echo this time to sleep when the day down. I met a Romula in the 16th room, where he covered his head with a flowing gown full of lights. He was wearing a dress full of bloodstains. He was snoring heavily. They told him that a delegate from his disciple arrived. The ruling inquired about what the delegate brought. They told him they brought 2 rafts of money, 2 fish scrapes and swimming, 2 birds flipped in flight, and 2 goats with big livers. The Roman says that's not a come up. I admit my ignorance. Please educate me. Montuna Karaba. I hide myself in your bosom and survive. Montuna Karaba. The dog gang masquerade beats Agbadron repeatedly. The dog gang masquerade beats Agbadron repeatedly to perform rituals between the children. You are the leaders, we are the followers. Leaders are the ones who show the followers wisdom. Arumla told them to get alligator pepper, to get colonut, to get bitter corn, to get alcohol. The couple got the alligator pepper, got the colonut, you got the bitter corn, and you got the alcohol. That is right. Now he is fully awake. Orumila, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes of compassion. It is with eyes of compassion that we stars you to look at the stars below. Orumila, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes that help one to secure great wealth. It's such good eyes that the heavenly stars you to look at the stars below. Orumila, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes that help one to secure a good spouse. It's such good eyes my spouse should use to look at me with. Orumila, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes that help one to bear many children. It's such good eyes a child should use and look at a well-decorated plate. Before long, not too far, join us in the midst of our Iranian life. Ifa, please support us. Ifa, we ask that you would continue to ward off all the ajogu from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory. Ifa, we ask that you would continue to support us. Please move my ego out of the way so that we can hear words of Ifa purely. Ema kamimene ama, ema kamimene ano, ema kamimene adeloku, itamole, tori Ifa loni mi, ebora timpani mi, ene banami, awon tifa lelejo. Ifa, we call on the Odu, Oshe Aruela, Oshetora. Tiny other fetal tubu, the type of a plane is not big enough to use his headgear. Had it been enough to use his headgear, I would have taken it home and adorned my hair with it. These Ifa decorations to Aruela, we're going on a spiritual mission to Jebelen. We can't look between same pay money, consult and make rich. Con Aruela with respect in the Jebelen. Oshe Aruela is a good owl. Oshetora, a kick in a bagisa. Yeah, sharp looking to cast off room when he see Ibana, chef from Molidama. If in the water should be healthy, surely be wealthy. A kicking bagisa, and the mouth of wounds as Ibana, share in the mouth of an owl. If no church have joy, surely have joy. A kicking bagisa, and the mouth of wounds as Ibana, share in the mouth of an owl. If no church have victory, surely victory. A kicking bagisa, and the mouth of wounds as Ibana, share in the mouth of an owl. To Essie, may be so, surely shall it be. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìrúnmọlẹ̀ ó bà. Ifá ó bà ó, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Tí mo dúró, tí mo súrẹ́, tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí mo súrẹ́, tí mo kúnlẹ̀, tí mo súrẹ́. Tí mo jọ̀ká, tí mo súrẹ́, ìrètí mo sùn orí ti bọ́. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyẹn ni ọ́, orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyẹn ni. Mọ̀júlọ mi fà wá mọ́rí, orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyẹn ni. Ṣe ìbòbòrè tá a sùn, Ifá ọba lọ́run. Àtìbàjájú Ifá ọba lọ́run, ó ṣe àrú ìlà Ifá ti bọ́. Olódùmarè and the divinities, we thank you for life, we thank you for health, strength, food, clothing, shelter. We thank you for supporting us. We ask that you would ward off death, ward off sickness, ward off cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses in our fights from all the people who are watching and all of our supporters. Ifa, we ask you to support Fadeke Omokati. We ask you to support Lamara Brown. Support Otun at this time. Support Ifa Korede. We support Robert Edmonds. Support all of the people who are tapping in with us all over. I think it's Marielle, Darlene. We want Ifa to support all of these people at this time. Guide us, Ifa. Direct us, Ifa. Protect us and keep us safe, healthy, and keep us whole. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboto. Thank you for joining us. I want people to please like and share this with your friends and your family members, those who would value this. And also, please type in the chat where you're from, and we will acknowledge you. Once again, I'm Olu Fakoladev Idinka Ifa Temple. We're an Ifa temple that is in McDonough, Georgia. We thank you once again for joining us. We want to talk today about the topic of destiny do-overs. And in terms of this topic, it's a rather, I think it's an interesting topic. Um, why is this such an interesting topic for me? Well, I look at it in the sense of many times, many of us may come into the world and we don't think we have the things that we want. We don't think that we have the things we need, and we want to transform ourselves. We want to transform our lives. So we want to begin to look at what is our destiny, and perhaps our actions moving forward can change our destiny for the better, or if we make bad choices, it will transform our destiny for worse. So when we think of destiny from an Ifa perspective, destiny is encoded in our DNA. Destiny essentially is a predetermined state or existence, a course of events governed by a certain aspect of inevitability. So when we look at this, I want us to look at destiny as a potential repository of human potential. So destiny essentially is a repository of human potential. Um, Let us look at one's purpose as one's destiny and or one's assignment. Anything that derails us from actualizing this process will keep us from actualizing our full potential. Let us look at the Odu. Osai Logbe Ifa says, "It is the assignment given to me by my Ori that I am pursuing. It is the business that my Ori has sent me on that I am following. The assignment that my Ori has given me, I cannot help but perform." These are Ifa's declarations to Ajao, he who explores the ocean to have success and explores the deep sea and becomes prosperous. He was advised to offer Ebo, he complied. The assignment that my Ori has sent me on, Okun, the sea, please let me fulfill it. Okun, the sea, please let me relay it to you. Okun, the sea, please let me fulfill it. Ifa is telling us that essentially our Ori, our head, our consciousness is encoded and downloaded inside of it. Our destiny is there. Our Ori essentially is the sum total of what we have chosen as our destiny. It is merely the potential, and the greatness of our destinies lies dormant if we fail to actualize it and if we choose not to follow it. When we think of this, I want to talk about an Odu Ifa of Owanrimeji. Ifa says, Agbon, the coconut, shook violently without dropping from the tree. This was Ifa cast for Bayewu when weeping in lamentation of his inability to give birth to a child. He was advised to offer Ebo, and he complied. After the Ebo, he was told to use one live chameleon to rub his body along with his wife. They did as they were told. Before long, not too far, they gave birth to a baby boy. The baby boy, born after rubbing the body with live chameleon will be known as Ogan Rara. So this is the story of a man by the name of Bayewu. And Bayewu was a successful person by all stretches of the imagination. He had a good wife. He had money. He had a good house. He had ample employment. He was a successful person. The only thing that he didn't have was children. So he went for Ifa consultation, and after he had tried many times with his wife, he went for Ifa consultation. And when he arrived, the Babalao told Bayewu that this inability to have children, it was essentially a spiritual problem. So Bayewu and his wife were advised to offer Ebo. This Ebo would assist them in conceiving. But along with that, Bayewu and his wife were given a chameleon. And they were told, after you offer your Ebo, I want you to rub your bodies with this live chameleon and pray. And when he prayed, he was to essentially pray fervently in a way as if he were changing his destiny. Okay? So he and his wife used this chameleon and they rubbed their bodies for 16 days. And they let the chameleon free. The Babalao told them, this is the proverb to keep in mind. The wishes of the chameleon are always upheld and accepted by divinity. The wishes of the chameleon are always upheld and accepted by divinity. The Awo told them that after they did this ritual, they would be blessed with a baby boy. So they did this process, and 10 months later, Bayewu and his wife, they gave birth to a baby boy. They went for his Ekosedaye, his Esentaye, the peek at the baby's destiny. And they did the divination, and when they did this process, the Babalao told them that they needed to call the boy Ogan Rara. And why was he told to call him that? Because this name means a child born after his parents used Oga, or chameleon, to rub their bodies. As Ogan Rara became older and he matured, he was displaying signs that he had forgotten most of his destiny up in heaven. What were the signs? The signs were, one, Ogan Rara was not a very attractive child. Ifa says he was ugly. He had no money as he grew up. He had bad health. He was kind of sickly. Most people that he met were kind of irritated with him, right? You ever met a person like that where it doesn't seem things ever go right for them? It is as if they're born with a gray cloud over their head. No one wanted to be around him. The only people who he found as his friends were his younger siblings. And even though Ogan Rara was always a subject of jokes and always a subject of ridicule, no one wanted to be around him. When his friends or his age group, his cohort, began to get married, Ogan Rara stayed single. He couldn't find a wife. His younger siblings even married before him. And along with this, Ogan Rara was consistently going for Ifa consultation. He was always going to the Babalao, casting Ifa, checking like, man, what's going on with my life? Why isn't my life getting better? He was asked to offer Ebo, and he would do the Ebo. He was even told that the problem was a problem from heaven, that it was a problem that could only be solved by more prayer, right? More prayer, more rituals. And I imagine Ogan Rara was keeping the pockets of the Babalaos very full. He went to over 6 different awos on the matter to no immediate avail. Finally, these Babalaos did some research and they consulted with 10 other Babalaos. And they were like, man, what is going on with this young man, Ogan Rara? How can we solve his problem? And what they discovered is they needed to analyze what happened to Ogan Rara at birth. They discovered that before Ogan Rara was born, his parents used a chameleon. And the chameleon is a very special animal. Everyone knows that when the chameleon comes in contact with anything, it changes to the exact color, the look, texture of whatever it is around. And when his parents use this chameleon to assist them in attracting their dreams, that same spiritual ability became attached to the child that they were giving birth to. And the Babalao said to him, the same energy that the chameleon has, you have that energy also. They told him the wishes of the chameleon are always upheld and accepted by the divinities. They then instructed Ogan Rara, go home and pray fervently, and the things that you wish will be attracted to you the same way that the chameleon transforms into the look of whatever it is near. Ogan Rara had left much of his ire, his blessings in heaven. But it was only through his fervent wishing and fervent prayer that allowed him to finally attain greatness, because he had to affirm it almost like the law of attraction. And in doing this, those things will be attracted. If you put out that energy, you can transform your destiny and recreate a destiny that you don't have. So that's the first So, um, much as human beings who were on Earth tried, they weren't able to bring into the world any Ire as long as Aro Abidjan Papa was there. And Aro would stop everyone, chase them down to keep them from bringing their blessings into the world. So finally, Aro Abidjan Papa, this powerful Irumole, he too went for Ifa consultation in order to find out what he needed to ensure that the Ire of the world didn't come. And the Babalao advised Aro Abidjan Papa, what you need to do is stop stop trying to keep folks bringing blessings into the world. And also, change your attitude. Your attitude is bad. And Aro Abidjan Papa didn't want to listen. He didn't want to follow any of the thoughts of the Babalao, the advices that the Babalao had given him. He decided, you know what, this is not the advice for me. Anytime the Irumole, the other Irumole, Shango, Sensentisoro, Ogun, they tried to dissuade Aro Abidjan Papa from doing his job. He didn't listen to them either. He ignored all good instructions and told everyone to mind their business. Upon hearing this, Orumila decided he was going to figure out a way to ensure that people would be able to come into the world with all of the blessings. He went for Ifa consultation, and what he did is he asked, how would I be able to ensure that folks would come into the world with Ire, with blessings? And what needed to be done? The Babalao told Orumila that what he needed to do was get a calabash of gin and also get one he goat. He offered those things as Ebo. He fed Eshu with the he goat and he gave Eshu this calabash. And once he offered this Ebo, Eshu began going into action. And as Eshu went into action, he began to investigate who Aro as he realized that Aro was he had a big rump, a big time, and he walked with a limp. And as he would walk with the limp, what he would do is he would take all of the blessings. When people were coming from heaven to earth, he would take those things and he would sit his big behind top of the blessing. And I wanted to hang doing this formed of gin to drink. And I'll be Papa got so drunk he sits on top of it. So when we think of this process, our destinies sometimes, as we come into the world, we leave some of it behind. Sometimes there are things, there are adversaries that come upon us and they will essentially snuff out our destiny. The same way that Aro Abidjan Papa comes and sits on top of our destiny. And when we come here into the world, there are opportunities, there are times that we get to essentially get a do-over at destiny. I want everybody to type in the chat, come up off my destiny. Aro Abidjan Papa, come up off my destiny. Get your butt off my destiny. There are aspects to your destiny that can be adjusted and therefore changed. When we were coming from heaven to the earth, we all went into the realm of Ajalamu. And while we were there, we chose our destiny. And when we chose these destinies, an Irumole by the name of Sensentisoro then stamped approval to what we said. There are three aspects to our destiny. Those three are as follows. Akunleyan. Akunleyan is the aspect of our destiny that we choose while we are kneeling in heaven. When we are in Orun, we kneel and we choose our destiny. After we choose our destiny, then the Irumole come to support our choices. And that is called Akunlegba, that which is received while kneeling. These are the things that the Irumole support us and give us as a result of the destiny that we chose, right? If we choose our particular destiny, they will give us things to support us actualizing the mission that we chose. The last part of our destiny is Ayanmo. Ayanmo is the aspects of our destiny that cannot be changed. And those aspects are our biological sex, our parents, the day we were born, the place we were born. You can never change these things. So when we adjust our destinies, when we change our destinies, what we're essentially doing is we are adjusting our Akunleyan and our Akunlegba. When we are offering Ebo, when we are praying, when we're offering Akunlebo to the Yerumole, we're engaging in a ritualized process of re-choosing our destinies. So when we think about this ritualized re-choosing, what we want to do is re-choose wisely. Think of it as this. As we walk this earth plane, we walk within the potential of our destiny. Our choices are a process of re-choosing our destiny. Think of life as a gigantic choose your own adventure novel. And if you make this choice, it opens up a new set of possibilities. When you make this choice, it opens up this set of possibilities. Our destiny is merely potential. But if we are ignorant to the choices that we can make, we will play our destiny small. And I would suggest that the job of the Awo in your life, the job of your spiritual teacher, the job of your instructor, and essentially the job of the priest inside of you is to ensure that you don't play your destiny small. You think of the greatest possibilities that you want to actualize in this world, and you move to bring that into existence. There are tons of people who are in prison right now who have incredible destinies. Some of the sharpest folks that I know are gang members. And these folks have intellect, photographic memories, yet they use it to do things that are not the best. But they are endowed with the gift of gab. They look good. People are attracted to them, and they're intelligent and smart and sharp. Yet they make bad choices. So, as I said before, your destiny is merely potential. It is only the choices that you make that will help you to actualize the greatness of your destiny. The Odu Ifa, Ogbeyonu Ifa says, anger amounts to nothing fruitful for human beings. Patience is the father of good character. The elder in Ifa will live a life as if they are licking pure honey. This was the Ifa cast for Ori Enu and Oriode. When coming from heaven to earth, they were both advised to offer Ebo. They both complied. My character, I respect you. Please do not spoil my destiny. Ifa is essentially saying that our character is so very important. Our character and choices can ruin a great destiny. And even when you feel that you have lost out, there is still potential for you to reimagine a greater purpose. So, what I want everyone to do as homework this week, I want you to reimagine your destiny. I want you to begin a process of re-choosing, re-envisioning your destiny. If you are not in a space that you want to be in life, if you lack the spouse, if you don't have children yet, if you don't have the house that you want, if you don't have the money that you need, I want you to exercise thinking positively, affirming into the future what you actually want. And as you affirm these things, you can begin to attract them to you. The same way Ogan Rara did. So this week, everyone, I want you to re-envision your destiny, re-envision your purpose. And as you're doing it, I want you to tell Aro Bidijan Papa to come up off your destiny. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe. Thank you for joining us once again. I want to encourage people who are who support this process of Idin Khalifa Temple. Please donate. Please support. Please join us. We have new membership criteria that will be coming on the website. Please go visit the website and see those new transformations and changes. Also, we're here. We also have the Omo Awo program. So those of you who are either in the Atlanta area or you're close by, we have an Omo Awo program where we teach Awos how to do the tasks of casting Ifa, offering Ebo, offering Akunlebo, and doing the rituals of Esentaye, Isolomoronku, naming ceremony, as well as Egbe Yawo, which is the marriage ceremony, and various other processes for your support. I want those of you who are interested, who are already initiated and you're looking for support, you can participate in this program and get hands-on training right here. So If you're interested, give us a call and we'll do it. Along with that, let us pray. Olodumare, I thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. I thank you for guiding us, directing us, and protecting us, helping us through these various processes that we have experienced up to this point. We ask you to assist us in praying fervently to transform our lives, to transform our destinies to something even greater than what we can imagine. Help us to dream big, wish big, and envision even bigger. Help us to not play our life small, but to take the calculated risks to extract and exploit the full potential of our destinies. Thank you for joining us. I will see you in 2 weeks. Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, abo, ato. Thank you.